So at some point you had mentioned a little bit about like wanting to own a gym or those kinds of things, like having a different part of your life instead of what you're doing right now. Could you share a little bit about
Yes.
that with me?
Yeah, I am definitely wanting to open up some type of a gym or something here local for women to feel more comfortable coming in, with children and being able to incorporate your kids in with your exercising, something like that. And something that's going to benefit around the community, that's not going to be overpriced but going to work with people and things like that, so that way the lower income and people who haven't got the means can still learn to be healthy and can still learn to work out to improve their life. That's my ultimate goal, is to build a gym or someplace like that, you
Yeah,
know.
and that's massive because we just had the YMCA just close.
Yes, that's it. I've had a lot of people come from the Y over, so and it's I've heard a lot of people miss it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
something that's
that's why I want to do
community.
something more family oriented around the area.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
definitely a goal.
that's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah, at least have something like to where you have a like one day women and kids only, or one day strictly bodybuilding only in the gym, something like that, to kind of help other people, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
which would be really
absolutely. Have
nice.
some more tailored. Yeah, absolutely. Have you experienced any of the other like smaller gyms in town that do like I think like strongman or like some of those other things?
I've went to a couple of them, and I have been in contact with a couple with the owners of one or two gyms here locally. Um, and that is something that I've been working on. It's not exactly in the right place right now to take on that full step,
It's not.
but it's
Yeah.
definitely in my books to do.
Yeah.
Um, I've been to like Fitness 307 in town. I've been to Gold's Gym and, a couple of those other ones, like you mentioned, and they're really great to a
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
kind of gives you the do's and the don'ts and what people need. That's my biggest thing,
Yeah.
is to find what's
Yeah, and
needed
I
in here
I
in
haven't
town.
really experienced them. Um I was like
Hmm.
invited to like go see some of them, but I haven't experienced any of
Yeah.
them, but I have like gone to the Gold's Gym and I do have to say like it would be nice to have even just like a little bit more community, especially around like women and women who are moms. Like I feel like there's this idea that we all have the same 24 hours and that's just not there at all, you know?
No, exactly. It, it's not, you're not. And I had, like I said, I grew up, my oldest son, I had him when I was 19. So I was really young when I had him. And that really changed a lot of my life. So I can definitely relate to moms and understanding how we need to adjust. So that's why I really want to focus something more centered around the families,
Yeah, and
and to help them with health and teaching you nutrition. And you don't need all this big stuff that everything says. You just need one or two little things, and you can do it within a budget.
yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I want to help with. So you
Yeah,
can
making
do
it
it.
accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's cost effective and things. That's my biggest.
Yeah.
Because I can
No,
tell
that,
this area definitely needs something like that.
yeah. Well, and especially for women, I feel like the few smaller gyms outside of like the Golds or the Planet Fitness that are like they're owned by men, but then they're like, that's more of the scene, right?
Yes, it is. Well, the good thing is at Smart Sports, my gym manager, who's obviously my boss, is a woman. And all of us there, the trainers, we're all women. So
Oh,
that's another positive that I love about working there
that's
is
awesome.
there is more women perspective. And obviously, there's a bunch of men there that come, no issues there. We just have a lot more female trainers than we
Yeah.
do men. So that's
Yeah.
one thing I love. That's why I really try to specialize in what I do for women
Yeah,
because we
that's
need it.
awesome. I didn't know they had so many women there. So that's really
We,
cool.
yeah, I think we have 5 or 6 in total.
Wow.
And like I said,
That's
the gym
awesome.
manager, she is a man, is a female as well.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
it's pretty
That's
cool.
really good.
Yeah.
Huh.